Hey guys, happy Monday. It is warming up here in Chicago. I am so happy to feel it, and St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, which means we're getting a lot of requests for green nails. So we're putting those two things together. We're getting our spring on and we're getting our St. Patrick's Day on, and we're doing some fruity lime nail art today. The look we're creating features a beautiful jelly green, some really fun new glitter from the Celebration collection, and some 3D elements as well. There's a couple steps to this look, so let me go ahead and show you how I did it. So our first step here is a coat of ice green tea, this really cute jelly lime green color from the Nail Thoughts collection. Curing that fully, and then I'm going to go in with my trusty bluey white on my long liner brush, and we're going to start to make the skeleton of our lime. So we're starting with a circle in the corner, and you can do this wherever you want. I'm doing the corner, and we're just going to thicken that white line a bit as well, and then do a dot right in the center. And you want that white in the center a little thicker because now we're going to take our liner brush and pull lines out from that center dot. So we want a little extra gel to pull from. So you're going to start by making these pie slices that are going to be about twice as wide as what you think you want your lime sections to be. And we want them twice as wide because the next step is to go in and kind of mark out in between each individual line as well as the line. We're kind of making a lime clock here. And then from those little tick marks, we're going to be pulling in between the lines that we created from the center to create the rest of our sections. Now this is where it starts to get cute because we're going to start softening the corners in between all of those little tick marks, and it starts to look like little hearts, which I think is super adorable. But this is starting to kind of create that lime look with those softened rounded edges. And we're just going to make sure all of our lines towards the center trail off. Now, from that center dot, we're just going to be flicking outwards from that dot to create some texture so that it really looks like a line. You do not want this to be perfect. It should be kind of sketchy and shaky, a little bit erratic, because that is what the middle of a line looks like. It's natural, it's not perfect. And then once you're done kind of pulling the center outwards to create all of that beautiful texture, you're going to have the skeleton of your lime completed with that white, so we can go ahead and give this a full cure. Next up, we're going to do our rind. So I'm going to use 185 Japanese green, and I'm going to start by just tracing out on the outside of that white. This is a good chance, if your circle isn't super perfect, to kind of perfect it. And then we're going to thicken up that green so that we have a nice healthy line all around the outside of our white shape. Make sure it looks nice and even. You can make it thicker if you want to, and then give it a full cure. Now I couldn't help myself here. I had to grab dancing shoes. This holographic green glitter is so beautiful, and I'm just going to stick it in the center of all of my little lime sections just to give it a little bit of an extra kind of wet sparkle effect. You can do as little or as much or none at all if you want. Just zhuzh it on into those little kind of keyhole sections, and when you're happy, we're going to give that a cure as well. So now all of our colors and shapes are laid down and fully cured. We're going to go in with Ultra Glossy and top coat this entire nail. And then we get the goopy stuff. This is the non-wipe jelly top, and we're going to use this thick no-wipe top coat to create height and dimension in the center little glitter areas of our lime piece to really make it pop, make it super shiny, and just look super juicy and fruity. And again, I couldn't help myself. I added some water droplets over the body of the nail just to give it a little bit of extra texture, and it'll catch the light really nicely. Give that all a full cure, and you're done. You have some super cute, super juicy lime citrus nails for spring and summer. Super cute, super fun. I feel like green nails can be a little bit daunting for clients sometimes, but this is a really fun, playful, girly look that could totally pair with a lot of great different manicures. And you can take this, you can make grapefruit, you can make lemons, any kind of citrus you want. And you could change the texture inside that lime as well. You could do mica flakes, you could do foil, you could do magnetic gel, whatever you want. The world is your oyster. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you right back here in 7 days for another episode of Monday Masters. Take care.